In June, the latest installment of the Dragon Ball franchise was released in the form of Dragon Ball Super Super Hero, which brought in Cell Saga vibes, new transformations, and over-the-top characters. One of them being the true antagonist and final boss, Cell Max. The long-awaited upgrade to Cell, who has upped the scale amongst villains in the franchise thanks to his insane feats. In this video, I'll discuss just how strong he is, and obviously there will be spoilers ahead. By the way, be sure to subscribe if you want to see future Dragon Ball, Bleach, Marvel, and other stuff down the line. Thanks. Hey fellas, real quick, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Dungeon Fighter Online, which is a free-to-play multiplayer hack-and-slash 2D MMORPG with 16 unique characters, with each character being able to branch out from 4 to 5 advancement classes, where each advancement has a unique story and concept with their own fighting techniques, mastery, and more. DFO brings updates and events every 2 weeks to provide exciting new content, like a lot of customizable options, like thousands of avatar pieces to dress up your character with, action-packed raids, dungeons, and of course, like a true action game, DFO showcases spectacular hit effects and complex combos with beautiful illustrations and animations for each class. And the new cap level update is here, as it will be increased from 100 to 110. And with this max level increase, the main storyline will progress, and new areas and dungeons will be revealed, including level 105 epic equipment, which means that there are tons of events for new and returning users. Speaking of events, there are several ones like the level 100 warm-up, which levels up your character to 100 and rewards you with high-level equipment, potions, upgrade tickets, and basically everything that you will need for your new character. There's also the path to a new adventure, in which once you reach level 100, level 100 to 110 dungeons will drop event materials called New Stories. And with these new stories, you can buy over 12 weapon reinforcement tickets as well as crafting and upgrade materials for your new gear. For new players, the Newbies Always Welcome event will help you party up with veteran users to learn the game better and clear more difficult dungeons with ease. And the more that you play with veteran users, the more goodies you will be given along the way. Although these events will be giving you all the equipment and upgrades that you need, if you're a returning user or you want to create multiple characters, the equipment rental service will also lend you high-end level 100 gear for up to 3 characters. So, if you want to embark on a new adventure and grind out, I highly recommend downloading this game by clicking the link in the description and by entering the following code to receive 10 life tokens, 50 Remy Sparkling Touch, and a funky avatar set. So yeah, check out the game for sure. Now let's get back into the video. Now, before we decipher Cell Max's power, we have to take a look into how the much lesser characters scale in magnitude. Of course, we have Vegeta threatening to destroy the Earth with his Gallic gun, Cell charging up a solar system destroying Kamehameha, the Boos being able to wipe out galaxies and threaten the entire universe, and of course, Goku being able to shake and threaten to destroy the entire macrocosm in his Super Saiyan God state, while barely knowing how to control his form in his battle with Beerus. And according to Beerus in the Revival of Frieza arc, Goku became much more powerful than he was when he fought Beerus, meaning that even base Goku during this point could wipe out the macrocosm, which is insanely huge and more complicated than you might have thought. For one, the Daizenshu guidebooks confirm that the living universe is an infinite space that is full of infinite galaxies. On top of that, the afterlife is outright called a higher dimensional realm altogether, which has a lot of credence given that the bottom half of the macrocosm is as big as heaven, which is stated by the Daizenshu and the anime to being as wide as the living universe. And yeah, I'm aware that the universe has been stated to have an edge, but just because a realm has an edge doesn't inherently mean it isn't infinite, as it is mostly for presentation. For example, the Far Shore in Marvel and the Source Wall in DC transcend countless levels of infinity, concepts, dualities, and archetypes, yet still have an edge or represent an edge of existence. Now, I'm not saying that the Dragon Ball universe exists on the same scale as these other realms, but I'm saying that the basic concept is similar. We've also seen the 9 realms of the World Tree, including our universe, which is infinite, being presented by spheres, even though they're logically infinite, right? And even if you don't want to buy that the living universe is infinite, the afterlife is likely a higher dimensional realm anyways, going by the Daizenshu statement, and because it is way larger. Since Goku and Beerus could have destroyed the macrocosm and turned it into an empty void, this implies that they could wipe out 4 spatial dimensions and 1 temporal dimension, making Goku casually 4D+, or in other words, is a being that can affect or destroy a hyperspace. Goku then obtains several Zenkais and power-ups thanks to the battles with the resurrected Golden Frieza, Goku Black, and Zamasu. even going as far as damaging a suppressed merged Zamasu, who he managed to overpower and injure with a Kamehameha despite Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Rage Trunks being unable to. Afterwards, he rematched the time-skipping assassin Hit, who he managed to defeat a second time without the use of Kaioken times 10. So my point is, Goku and Vegeta's base likely got tens to hundreds of times stronger at this point. And by far, one of the best showings of Goku's insane growth was when Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku was able to fight more comfortably against a stronger Jiren with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, despite the fact that heavily suppressed Jiren was already far stronger than merged Zamasu and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, as noted by numerous characters. Meaning that Goku transcended the power of his previous fusion's level, and that is without Ultra Instinct, making him easily a mid-multiversal level threat that can logically wipe out thousands of macrocosms, if not even more. In other words, Super Saiyan Blue Goku was already stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, who in base is already stronger than two Super Saiyan Blues. So what I'm trying to get at here is that there are insane jumps in power, and we're not even at the later arcs yet. Goku then had a really tough battle and surpassed Jiren with Mastered Ultra Instinct, which he wasn't able to tap into at will until he faced off against Moro, the Planet Eater, who was stronger than Broly, the same one who managed to shatter dimensions in his fight against Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Within the manga, these foes would be surpassed by Gas, who could take on Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta at the same time, meaning that he could hold his own against two characters that are essentially fusion level and beyond. Now, why is this important? Dragon Ball Super Superhero takes place after the battle with Gas, and according to Dr. Hito, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 can wipe out the Z Fighters, including Goku and Vegeta. Now, we don't know exactly what data Dr. Hito had, but it is very likely that he based off Gamma 1 and Gamma 2's power from Goku's battle with Moro, which took place on Earth. Of course, the current arc hasn't finished yet, but so far the battle has taken place on planet Cereal, meaning that the Red Ribbon Army couldn't have possibly based their data off of that Goku and Vegeta, unless of course they use spy robots. But we'll go with the least amount of speculation and say that they based off their data from Moro Arc Goku and Vegeta. So this is really crazy, and the official dub and subs aren't out yet, so these could be wrong, but I mean I've checked over several times. But Piccolo states that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 were on par with Goku and Vegeta. Now this puts us in a bit of a pickle because Piccolo was present in the battle against Moro, meaning that he thinks Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are above MUI Goku from that arc. However, we do have to note that he nor Gohan had seen Goku and Vegeta recently, as they had been training for some time on Beerus' planet, so it is likely not referring to their current power level. But at least we can infer that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are on par with Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, which is crazy given that Orange Piccolo was able to one-tap Gamma 2 with ease, inferring that Orange Piccolo not only rivals Goku and Vegeta's power, but outright surpasses them. It also gets really wonky when you realize that a rusty Ultimate Gohan was able to match and overpower Gamma 1, which implies that this rusty Gohan is superior to Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta as well, or is at least on par with them. Cell Max then emerges, albeit in an incomplete state, meaning that he was, not at full power, and fights the Gammas, Orange Piccolo, Base Gotenks, Android 18, and Krillin at the same time, and eventually forces Gamma 2 to sacrifice himself to wound Cell. So, if Cell Max was so strong that he could take on Gohan, Piccolo, and the Gammas at the same time, this means that Cell Max was essentially taking on 4 Mastered Ultra Instinct / Ultra Ego level characters at the same time, which is more impressive than what Gas or Broly have done so far. Then, after beating the hell out of Orange Piccolo, Gohan undergoes through extreme rage to the point that he unleashes Gohan Beast and effortlessly wipes Cell Max out with a special beam cannon to the face with Piccolo's help. And afterwards, he states that Goku or Vegeta might not have been able to take out Cell Max. Again, Gohan and Piccolo haven't seen Goku and Vegeta's fight against Gas, nor have they seen the two Saiyans recently, so one can argue that MUI Goku and UE Vegeta could still have a chance against Cell Max. Then again, the fight between Gohan and Cell could have been a lot closer had Gamma 2 not landed a critical blow, and Piccolo even thought that they could not have done it without the help from the Gammas. Plus, according to official material, Cell Max is stated as being so powerful that if he reached a complete state, not even Broly would have been able to defeat him. Although going by what we have, Cell Max should be able to defeat him pre-complete state anyways, unless they're implying that Broly cannot fight off against 3 to 4 Ultra Ego / Mastered Ultra Instinct level characters at the same time. Either way, Cell Max should easily be a high multiversal level threat, although I consider him a downgrade in several areas, given that he lacks regeneration, has a weak spot on his head like Aniraza, and is very animalistic. In terms of speed, he should be ridiculously massively faster than light, given that Goku and Beerus could react to their own shockwaves that went outside of the macrocosm and reached the Kaioshin realm in mere moments. But going off the Dragon Ball Z anime filler, he can be argued as having high infinite speed, given that base Goku prior to the Buu saga managed to travel from the Grand Kai's planet in the upper part of the afterlife to Hell, which is several universal distances away. Of course, it does depend if you want to use this feat or not, since it is not really consistent, but I thought it would, be worth mentioning. On top of that, he can be argued as having high inaccessible speed, meaning that he is so fast that he can move in a void without time-space, since we saw base Goku in the manga move in the coordinates of the erased timeline after Zeno wiped it out. This might be a very uncommon speed term for some of you, but basically having infinite and inaccessible speed are far superior to being, say, a googolplex of times the speed of light. Now, regarding the movie itself, I thought it was okay, and I'm glad that Gohan and Piccolo got a huge upgrade, but generally I did not think that it was on the level of the latest Broly film or many of the classic ones. So there you have it, Cell Max is truly a foe to be reckoned with, and I hope that future material gives us a glimpse into his other forms, and hopefully we get more confirmation on what data Dr. Hito and the Red Ribbon Army based their androids off of, as it would clear up a few things for sure. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, check out the sponsor, and I will catch you thotties next time. Peace out.